Hello everybody, today is May 6th, 2025. This is Sneckfist with really terrible allergies, your host for today, bringing you your daily NightReign news. There has been news to report for NightReign today, and there's a lot of news, and I just got done watching all the videos, so I'll try to tell you everything without forgetting any of it, and hopefully I can do that. So first of all, IGN released a video showcasing new stuff about the bow and arrow guy, IronEye. And it seems like, first of all, they're greatly reworking how bows work in NightReign, and you'll be able to use them as a viable primary weapon in the game now. And in addition to that, IronEye is going to be mostly based around ranged bow gameplay, but will have pretty weak HP, so you're really going to want to stay back. Also, you don't need arrows anymore. You just have unlimited arrows, it sounds like, as part of the bow reworks, so that's very nice. So IronEye is going to have an ability where he can dash forward and deal damage, kind of like the blind spot ability that some weapons have in Shadow of the Erdtree. And for his ult, he basically just has a really powerful bow shot that goes through enemies. So that should be everything about IronEye, I think. But that seems like a pretty cool character. He's going to have lots of acrobatic bow type stuff. But now on to even more major news. FromSoft announced that they're going to be working with IGN, who is going to be releasing periodic updates about the game. And also, FromSoft hosted an event the other day in Tokyo where they showed off stuff about NightReign, which was open to anyone. However, it filled up and the doors were locked. So basically the only information about this that we have is just from what people said that were at the event. So it's kind of all over the place, but basically there's going to be a few returning bosses that you might know. There's going to be the Gaping Dragon and the Gargoyles are both going to appear in there. The tutorial boss, which it is going to have, that is going to be the Silent Demon or something, which is basically just Morgott, but way stronger. And for solo gameplay, you can play the game solo, and bosses get a bit less health or anything like that. But for 1 versus many fights, there's still going to be 1 versus many. But you can play solo, and they're accounting for people doing that. There was also a bit more about Libra, but it didn't really seem like anything new besides what we learned yesterday, I think. And what else? I think that's everything that was said. I'm probably forgetting something though. But yeah, if I forget anything majorly important, Comastar can just put it in a comment. And yeah, this has been your daily NightReign news for today, May 6th, 2025. This is Sneckfist, your host for today, signing off. Also, if there were any weird or out of place cuts in the audio, it's because my dog is out here and he keeps interrupting me, so yeah, that's why. Also, I did forget at least one thing. There was a potential leak about the Sekiro guy, and it seems like his Sekiro abilities are going to be an ult, so it only lasts for a set period of time after you do it. But the parrying and Sekiro type movement tech will be part of the ult for that character, assuming the source from that is reliable. And also they mentioned you can revive your allies by hitting them from to revive them you have to hit them, and the IronEye character will be good at that since he's in range.